Thank you very much to Trust Dice for sponsoring this video. Reddit content is quite possibly some of the laziest on this entire website, and that's coming from me, a man who gained his subscribers by doing this.
Hey boys, we said boys, BuzzFeed, boys.
R/videos usually consist of a monotone American who has experienced so much emotional trauma. I assume that comes hand in hand with being raised in a country where a man with vascular dementia is in charge of the nuclear launch codes. Nevertheless, that much emotional trauma, that his voice is completely void of any emotion, and he simply reads posts that have been written by other people as if he's in a hostage video and Syrian rebels are holding a machete to his head, having him read out a ransom note.
Welcome to r/Am I the Butthole, where OP's sister makes the world's worst Thanksgiving meal. Am I the butthole for laughing at my ex when he asked me to forgive his back child supports?
You'd have more chance of finding a piece of Lily Phillips's soul still intact after she's just absorbed 101 men into her deep sea squid than you would finding a hint of personality from a Reddit YouTuber. Lily Phillips, by the way, coming in clutch with a modern rendition of 101 Dalmatians, except instead of stealing puppies, she's stealing every ounce of respect that her father had in his place of work. The challenge I'm setting myself today is a truly difficult one, perhaps even impossible. I imagine it's going to be that hard. People are going to compare what I'm doing today to what that ginger bloke did who ran the entire length of Africa. You know, the one on Twitter, and he was getting chased by all the Tunji tribesmen, KSI's relatives and that. The challenge is this. I'm going to now attempt to make a watchable Reddit video. It's not going to be easy, especially because as a child I didn't have every single fucking last emotion battered out of me, like I assume other Reddit YouTubers. So I feel as if I'm going to struggle nerfing myself down to be as boring as them lot, but I'll give it my best shot. The subreddit I'm looking at today is r/YouTubeDrama, where people spend their free time doing what I do in these videos, nattering about YouTubers, except they're not getting paid for it. The only people who should ever be concerned with YouTube drama exclusively is 15-year-olds. No one else. It's literally my job to talk about it. It's how I pay my bills. It's how I convince a sponsor to put an ad read in between a video so that I can pay my car insurance. And even I don't care about it. I couldn't even tell you about YouTube drama that I've made entire videos on. Bonnie Blue. Never met the guy. I'm interested in seeing what the lovely unemployed men and women of the YouTube drama subreddit are bothered about right now. I can tell you what they're not bothered about though, fucking seeking out a full-time job. It's alright though, listen. You claim your universal credit, you bunch of smelly, depressed people, that's fine. So I'm filtering by looking at the top posts in the last month. Now the first post that has caught my attention here is about Klein, who in my humble opinion is quite possibly, out of all 8 billion people on this planet, he is the human being who is the closest genetic relative to a slug. Did any of you used to watch Futurama back in the day? Do you remember the Slime Queen? Yeah, H3H3. Uncanny that, innit? According to this Redditor, H3H3 keeps hold of folders that contain evidence against people that he does not like. He is a 39-year-old father of 3. With that in mind, I feel as if that is the most depressing thing I have ever heard. I'm struggling to even make jokes up about that. Like, genuinely. It's just sad. But I guess that's just indicative of the mental state of a man who wakes up every morning, looks to his left, and realises that he married a racehorse. Someone commented and said, "What makes this hilarious is that Keemstar had a folder with his name on it and Ethan clowned him mercilessly for being weird and creepy. He's becoming more and more like Keemstar every day." Keemstar was very prevalent in my time. Him and I would wind each other up back and forth on Twitter, which tells you a lot actually, given that at the time I was 16 to 17 years old, calling him an old man and telling him he looks like his beard stinks. And Keemstar was in his mid-30s, calling me an overweight loser. So make no mistake, I believe that Daniel Keem is a cheese and onion pie of a man to the highest degree. But at least with Keemstar, at times, he was somewhat entertaining. I vaguely remember about 9 years ago, Ethan had a brief stint of being a good entertainer. And then he made a podcast. And we all realised that the man is legitimately a snail. With each passing year, it seems as if Ethan falls deeper and deeper into the frame of being the male personification of a 70 IQ Californian white girl. The type who says slay after every sentence because she doesn't know what anyone's talking about at any time. And that type of bird, her chosen way of generating dopamine for herself to fend off depression's tight grip is to just obsess over drama. They get the buzz, don't they? They obsess over drama and negativity of any kind. And as I say, I've only really seen that personality trait to that level in Californian women until Ethan Klein came along. If you're wondering why I'm yet to make a full video on Ethan, I truly do believe in energy. And I feel as if Ethan's just got such a dark fucking aura about himself, like such a, do you know what I mean? This vibe. Like you just stood in a bunch of fucking dog shit, but like proper runny, fucking lactose intolerant diarrhea dog shit. Oh, it's on my shit. Oh, it's in the ridges of my fucking trainers. Do you know what I mean? That's how I feel it would be trying to delve into Ethan's life to make a video on him. I feel as if I shifted my focus to Ethan for a full-on video, I will get poorly. And I'm not just saying that. Look at the people around him, for example. Look at how drained and tired they look. As if they've had everything good from their world sucked from them. So before any of this 4XL parasites energy rubs off on me, let's move on. YouTuber Brad Does Banter gives an update to the whereabouts of disgraced YouTuber ImAllexx. Apparently he's managing a bunch of YouTube accounts and training for a boxing match. Well, I don't know who this Brad Does Banter geezer is, but I personally wouldn't trust his word. I hear he's a little bit racist. It's probably worth me admitting, I did believe what I was saying in that ImAllexx video was true at the time, because someone who was close to Alex gave me that information. And I did actually tell that person that I was going to keep it off record, and then I just went straight to putting it into a video because I'm a fucking knobhead. So with that in mind, it's probably my karma that that person was apparently just winding me up.
Brother, I messaged you that as a joke. How the fuck has that ended up on a fucking Nicholas Diorio tweet, brother? I swear to God.
Oh, you little bastard! Brad Does Banter is a name I've not heard for years. Right, do you know what? Can we all just stop saying that now? I get it. I get what you're saying. But it's starting to hurt my fucking feelings, right? So let's just leave that alone. Oh, this Brad Does fucking hell, blast from the past. I've not heard that name in fucking 8 years. Right, okay. All right, I understand. Fuck you. Now this could be very interesting. What is a YouTuber you hate that everyone else loves? We'll see what the plaque on the tongue, greasy-haired, anxiety-medicated Redditors say in response to that one. But first, Shelley's after a radiation detector for Christmas. She wants to protect herself against our Virgin Media Wi-Fi router. And apparently they do cost a pretty penny, so allow me to tell you all about today's sponsor. Want to earn Bitcoin for free? With Trust Ice, you can. Trust Ice offers an easy and reliable Bitcoin faucet that allows you to claim Bitcoin every 6 hours. So what's a Bitcoin faucet? And how does it work? A Bitcoin faucet is a bonus that rewards users with tiny amounts of Bitcoin called Satoshis. You'll get them for completing a quick task. On Trust Ice, all you need to do is make an account and head over to the faucet page. Claim your Bitcoin every 6 hours, and the best part, no investments or crypto knowledge required to get started. After claiming your Bitcoin, you can use it to play popular games like Dice or Crash, or just let it build up over time. Some players have even turned their faucet rewards into significant winnings on the platform. At Trust Ice, security and fairness comes first. With cutting-edge encryption and provably fair algorithms, your experience is always safe and transparent. That means you can play with peace of mind knowing that every game is random and fair. Ready to start earning free Bitcoin? Sign up on Trust Ice, claim your Satoshis, and dive into the world of crypto today. What is a YouTuber you hate that everyone loves? ImAllexx. Feels like he talks and talks without ever giving any real information, and any follow-up videos are just rehashes of the same details he's already covered. Fuck off! My ImAllexx! Bollocks! My ImAllexx makes some of the very best content on this entire platform. I think my nose has just grown. I mean, who doesn't want to watch Paige Neiman, the TikToker who stole Ariana Grande's identity? Yeah? Fucking hell. He's managed to get 48 minutes out of that. 48 minutes because a lass on TikTok looks like Ariana Grande. That is a fucking skill. Nikocado Avocado, the disturbing story behind the internet's most hated mukbanger. 7 bloody hours. 7 hours long! You name me one person, I bet you can't, one person who wouldn't want to sit through 7 hours of Einhaber showing you his teeth while he's talking and just giving a little bit of a rainbow flag pronunciation at the end of his sentences, I've noticed recently. Just a little bit of a twang, yeah? It's alright, God bless him. And honestly, if you've not watched him in a while, have a watch. He does that at the end of every sentence. Einhaber. Nikocado Avocado. That's a little bit hypocritical, don't you think, mate? Cheeky. That's a little bit hypocritical, don't you think, mate? Thank you for watching. I'll be honest, whether or not I do more Reddit videos will depend pretty much solely on how this video does. But regardless, do let me know in the comments what you thought about it, considering it is quite the switch up from my usual content. Every single one of my old videos are now on Patreon if you're feeling nostalgic at all. There's also an exclusive podcast on there where I get pretty deep about my life. Link to that is in the description. And a special thanks, as always, to my sponsor Trust Dice for making this video possible. Bye-bye.